It was just like any other night, really, because we both work 40-hour weeks, if not more sometimes, and we really don't have much time to spend with each other. So it's not unusual for us to get home, whether it's my house or her house, and just kind of sit in my car for a while and just talk, because we talk, we date, we talk about things. And
I think I had already said goodbye, but I never really leave when I say goodbye. I never do. It was probably like a third of the way up the street when we heard the pops.
What I thought at the time were backfires from a car, and then we look up and see headlights coming at my car.
That's when the taxi accelerated.
It was kind of funny, we both thought the exact same thing when we saw the headlights, which was,
that taxi better not hit us.
and then the next thing I know, I woke up inside my car and there were cops everywhere. People were asking where Stacey was, and I looked to my right and the door is ripped off my car and the seat's empty. Someone asked me to identify the person next to the taxi, and I walk over and
I just remember the car crash. I remember the feeling of being crashed into. People say that I hit the tree in front of my house. I don't remember that. I just remember then waking up on the ground, like face down on the ground with like my hand under my nose.
all I see on the ground is Stacey covered in blood and not moving. And I didn't see her moving at first, but she was already awake. She woke up way before I did.
I thought I broke my nose, actually. I thought that I was gonna get like a nose job out of this, but I didn't. I said, my leg is definitely broken. Something is definitely not right on this leg. And I knew that my pelvis was broken. When he finally did come over, I remember his head was just like bloody on one side.
I got on the ground with her and I told her, you know, not everything's gonna be all right, but I told her everything's gonna be okay, because you can't tell someone that. Like, people can say like, oh, good comes out of bad situations, but that doesn't make the situation any less worse. You know, Stacey, she's gonna have all these scars forever. It just really, really messes with you when you walk away almost fine. Like, you know, I'm back at work a month and a half later. I'm on my feet again. I can go home at the end of the night, but the person you care about most is in a hospital bed for the past month and a half. She might lose her foot, and it's just... it really messes with you. I'm gonna go see Stacey. She doesn't know I'm here yet. Hi.
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 I missed you.
I missed you too.
Right here and then right at the bottom of my foot. That's where it hurt the most. Because along the flap here, I can't really feel anything. There's no nerve feeling there yet.
She had to go back to get it like remade. Basically that bar along the bottom of her leg, like that one, it wasn't there. So those would kind of like bend and misplace themselves. So she had to go back and get it redesigned just for her.
There are some people like that have really hurt me when they've moved me. This one woman, when she was moving me, it was at the point that I was standing up and I couldn't really like come back down again, that she moved her hand to under my heel and was supporting my heel. It's such a sensitive area. I'm not supposed to put, that's the whole point of this, is to not put pressure on my heel. And she was holding me by my heel at a point where I couldn't do anything but scream. It was like, it was not fun. You want to do pillow and then take it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing up?
Yeah. Finally.
Boom.
I'm sure you have a blanket. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, bye, Mom. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for coming.
We're gonna go outside for a little bit. Catch a little bit of sunlight.
You got your vegetable tray?
It's a vegetarian tray. Not vegetables. Well, the part of the accident that's really burned into my memory is when I woke up on the ground and I was looking for you, and everyone else was standing back, like all of my neighbors were standing back, far back. Like not even my mom could come up and say anything to me, but you were there. You got on the ground in front of me, you got on the ground in front of me, and you said, "It's gonna be okay." And then you said that I looked beautiful with the blood on my face.
It's coming out of your mouth, your nose, everywhere.
Yeah.
Blood's your thing.
No, it's not. I remember you showed me your tooth.
Or lack thereof.
You were like, "I broke my tooth." And you went like that and you showed me your tooth. And I was like, "Are mine okay?" I got my fixator, my external fixator taken off. That was the big metal frame. After that surgery, which was, by the way, surgery number 11, on November 20th, I got to go home. I started to learn how to live in my house again, but it was so nice to be home and in my bed, and I just melted in my bed. Ugh. The purpose of the big surgery, they gave me like 2 options. They said either we could amputate or we could do this surgery that would have a very long recovery and it might not even work in the end. You might still have to amputate. The procedure was taking a big giant chunk of fat from my thigh and moving it to my foot where there was no soft tissue or skin left over. And I gave a pretty big chunk. It's pretty cool because there's just kind of no fat there. It'll look weird always, but it's, you know, I was really accepting of the fact that, you know what, I'm probably gonna lose my foot from this, but I'm gonna try everything possible, and I'm gonna give whatever I have to give to at least say that I tried. The whole accident, it just kind of made me like snap into this other way of thinking and living and feeling. Sadness is just so temporary. Like, for everything that I faced before the accident, all of a sudden it was like on the ground and bleeding, and I'm just like, you know what, I want to live.
I got accepted to my local college for pre-nursing classes. So that should be interesting.
Are you excited?
I mean, I guess. I've been in school for 4 or 5 years, so that's gonna be a challenge in and of itself. I have to remember every bone in the human body. I don't even know one right now.
I'm serious. You've done so well for yourself.
This isn't about me. Talk about yourself. No, talk about yourself.
It was our accident. We were in your car, the car that you bought by yourself with nobody else's help. And someone who couldn't even go and get a job but had to try to rob a taxi driver for what, $100? I'm just glad that even in something so terrible that it can inspire good things. Because you look at all the different things that could have happened. You know, dude could have gotten out of the car, like he could have shot us. I really don't know what I would have done if something really bad had happened to you.
I'd probably be fine.
No. That would be really, really bad.